Hi, I'm Daniel. Recently graduated from SUTD actually in 2019. I was part of, opinion tech that does reviews for consumers. Like we want to have people writing authentic reviews, be it on food, cosmetics, and whatsoever. That was when I got in touch with SC at DM360. They were trying to do something else called Shareminary, which basically wants to unbundle seminary courses to people who are actually interested to learn more about Christianity and things related to it. Yeah. Seminary comes because it is true like connecting to the people at DM360 actually. Like we were working with this lady helping us with business development, connecting us with different types of companies. And her story really kind of changed us in the sense that she's doing something for a cause. And we thought, something we should do something as well in the education space that probably Singaporeans is lacking in a sense. So that's where Shareminary kind of comes about. We realize education is kind of um, a hot trend in Singapore, and we thought there's a lot of startups doing education, not really in the Christian aspects. Thought, okay, that could be a possible entry point for us if we were to do a startup in this space. So more unique in a sense. That's why we thought Christian education is a good starting point. Challenges for Shareminary is actually with regards to um, like we couldn't find maybe people who are willing to onboard and get their problem statement. Since our target users are mainly like churches or seminaries or even layman Christians like you and me, it's very hard for them to adopt something new that they haven't been using for such a long time. Especially when what we're trying to do is putting maybe online courses or classes online, right? But churches has been doing it pretty much traditionally in a sense, and they haven't even been catching up with maybe even moving their service online. There's a huge gap in a sense where they're trying to fill up first before adopting a solution like ours. That's why it's a bit hard for us to actually help them and get us to collaborate or something like that. But we have worked with SC. SC has managed to connect us with another partner that wants to have like put on this online classes online as well for the Chinese people in China. Could be a possible avenue for us to work together and see and whether we can develop our solution to suit their needs. So we are still in a very early stage, I would say. Yeah. The idea of Shareminary actually kind of reflect what we see currently right now with Coursera. I think of making education free for everyone is something we want to work towards as well, not just in traditional causes, but more focused towards Christian causes and even helping maybe Christian organizations in getting skilled workers who are very um, strong in like Christian fundamentals and really want to do something for God. And I think that's where we want to work towards, not only in just providing good Christian education, but upskilling and providing the necessary skills for people who wants to work in such Christian organizations as well. For me, I was actually introduced to DM through Indigitus. So I started with this hackathon 2019 July, if I'm not wrong. A friend introduced this hackathon to me, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to join this hackathon? We can go together." And in the end, he couldn't go, so I went. But his friend who went together, somehow they knew each other. So after that, I got to know Indigitus, and then Indigitus, I went to volunteer for them for a year, and still am volunteering for them. So for Indigitus, that's where I got to know SC. I think I love it though. I love it that I can go DM 360, use the facilities, talk to Lena, talk to Ted, talk to Gordon, Solomon. Sometimes there'll be lunch in the cafeteria, or else we just go outside and tapao in back. So I like the interaction that DM has. Interactions with other startups that's not frequenting DM, it's a bit harder because we only rely on maybe certain events that DM have, like some prayer nights or some sharings. There was once for some event at night, and SC was asking Gordon if he was willing to play the guitar. And then Gordon is like, hey, I think Daniel can sing. How about he sing as well? And then that's where he managed to get everyone, me singing, him playing the guitar, and then Solomon playing the drums, and then Ted in the end played the piano. So he basically led worship for one of the events, and that was pretty memorable. See where SC wants DM 360 to go, and I believe it is a very good cause that I'm willing to be part of. Having a community of Christians who are working towards projects that expand God's kingdom is it's fantastic, and I think I just want to be in the in crowd. It's the people that makes the community exciting or interesting. We actually hope that maybe us going there often would be a good enough reason for other startups to follow. And then once you have the initial traction, more startups would come and more people would come.